Fire in the hole! Hey, let's make some shrimp and scallop burgers on the Island Grillstone. See, we got a kind of unusual fire going. I'll tell you why in a little minute, okay? So please stay tuned. Okay, so the Island Grillstone is on the grill, and the charcoal isn't quite lit yet. That's what all that smoke's about. And it's going to come up to temperature slowly because you don't want to suddenly bring it up to temperature. And I seasoned my stone yesterday. In fact, I cooked on it. I made some chicken on it. And the nice thing about it is all you got to do is flip it over and you're ready to cook on the other side. So we're going to cook on the other side today. We're going to cook some shrimp and scallop burgers. So as soon as my stone comes up to temperature, well, I'll put these burgers together first, and then we'll stick them in the freezer and let them get a little congealed, and then we'll stick them on the stone. So please stay tuned. So what I got here is some shrimp. I've got my mini food chopper full of shrimp. These are not the ones that Russ Jones gets as big as your hand. These are much smaller. And what we're going to do is grind those up a bit. You want to kind of puree them a bit. And I've got over here a bowl of bay scallops. They're small. You can see how small they are. And I've got some shrimp cut up into the same size chunks as the bay scallops. So anyway, we're going to cut up these shrimp. Toss up some shrimp up. Okay. So you want to make kind of a paste out of those shrimp. We're going to put in a red bell pepper in there to give it some color and some flavor. Get that in there. And we're going to put in some garlic. I've got some minced garlic. About 2 teaspoons of minced garlic in there. Nice garlic. And then I've got some Old Bay seasoning. Can you see that? Old Bay. About a tablespoon of Old Bay seasoning. And I've got some Paul Prudhomme's Seafood Magic, which is real good. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of Seafood Magic in there. That's got a lot of different spices in it. And I'm going to pulse that up a little bit. I guess we can just cut the flies right up with it. Okay, that's not quite the consistency I'm looking for just yet, but it will be. I'll get there. And we're going to put also some mayonnaise in here, which of course I haven't opened. So now you have to suffer through watching me open the mayonnaise. Sorry about that. Oh boy, I just love these packages. Why don't they make the damn package where I can get a hold of it? Could you tell me that? Can anyone answer that question? Okay, so we're going to put a dollop of mayonnaise in there. And a little bit of Italian breadcrumbs, just to bind this all together. And we could even add those to our other mixture over here that I've got going. But I'm going to grind those up a bit. No need to bore you with that. I'll bring you back when I'm ready to mix it all up. So please stay tuned. Got my shrimp pureed up, and I'm going to add that to my cut up shrimp that I have over here. I'm going to just put that in there with that shrimp mixture. And those bay scallops are in there. Get that out of there. Mix that all up. Get some more of that out of there. Make our shrimp burgers that we're going to cook on the Island Grillstone, the amazing Island Grillstone. Can't wait to use it. Actually, I used it yesterday. I made some chicken on it, and it was really good. Okay, so let's get our mixture here mixed up. Our shrimp and bay scallops, peppers, garlic, and breadcrumbs, Old Bay seasoning, and the Paul Prudhomme's seafood magic. Get that into a kind of a homogenized mixture that we can work with to make our patties. Let me get this out of the way. And we'll got my burger maker over here. And I got some parchment paper in a pan. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these patties, and I'm going to put this whole thing back in the refrigerator for a while. In fact, in the freezer, to let it set up to make our patties. So we're going to spoon this into here. I want to make some large shrimp patties with this. I want like about 3 shrimp patties, maybe 4 at the most. Just get this in here like this. There you go. It's coming together now, baby. Okay, let's get that in there. Okay, looking good. Shrimp and scallops. Gonna be good. We're gonna just press that down a little bit with my patty maker. Then I'm gonna take that off of there and lay that on the parchment paper. My shrimp, if it'll come off there. Come on off there, baby. That's stuck. I'm gonna try to prise it off of there, I guess. There you go. Alright, there's my, can you see that? That's my shrimp patty. That's one of them. I gotta make some more up, like I said. And then I'm gonna put this in the freezer and let them set up a bit so we can put them on the Island Grillstone. So please stay tuned. And we're also gonna drink a beer today, don't you worry. Bring you right back. Okay, my Island Grillstone is getting hot. And my shrimp burgers are ready, and I think I'm going to slap them on there, see what happens. They're either going to stay together or they won't. Alright, there's one. Okay, now let's go for number 2. Number 2. Oh yeah, you hear that sizzle? That's what I was looking for. Number 3. Okay, so, can you see that? Let's zoom in on that a little bit. Alright, my burgers are on the Island Grillstone, and they're not going to take long to cook. Shrimp and scallops don't take but a minute. And we're going to let them cook and flip them over, and then we're going to put them on a bun and dress them up, and then we'll have a beer. So, you hear that? Can you hear that sizzle? That's like music, man. That thing's like a high-tech, the Grillstone, man. It's like a big frying pan. Okay, let's let that cook a little while. Bring you right back. I'll flip them over. If they'll flip over. Stay tuned. Okay, I managed to get my burgers flipped over. And they're looking pretty good. This one fell apart a little bit. But that's okay. And they're cooking right along. And it doesn't take long to cook shrimp and scallops. Only a couple of minutes on each side. And what I'm going to do next is, I got some hamburger buns with lettuce on them. I'm going to put one on there. I think this one's pretty much done. I'm going to slide this one on the bun. Over there, like that. How's that look? And I'm going to put a little bit of frog bone cocktail sauce on mine, although I'm sure my old lady's going to want frog bone Bayou tartar sauce on hers, but I want the cocktail sauce on mine. So I'm going to put a little cocktail sauce on that one. Yeah, how's that look? Looking pretty good, huh? Let's put the cover on that and take a money shot of that. And let me get my old lady's burger on her bun, which I'm going to put that frog bone tartar sauce on hers. She likes tartar sauce on her shrimp, and I'm going to put some of that frog bone tartar sauce on hers, which she likes. Tartar sauce. How's that look? Put the cover on that. Okay. That'll be our money shot right there. So let me take a picture of that. We'll bring you right back and we'll drink a beer. Please stay tuned. Alright, there's the Frosty Rootboy mug, and here's today's beer. Ballast Point Sculpin, which I assume is a kind of a fish since all their beers are named after fish. And this is an IPA, and it won a gold medal at one of the competitions. I was reading about it somewhere. Dedicated to the craft, hand bottled in San Diego, California. Yeah, Greg Maravich turned me on to this Ballast Point. Man, they make some excellent beers, I'll tell you. But this is an IPA, but it won a gold medal at the Craft Beer Brewing Association or something like that. So let's pour that out. See what that looks like. Oh, that's a beautiful IPA. Look at that golden color on that beer. You like that? Beautiful golden color. Let's take a sniff of that. I'll bet it smells good. Oh man, you can smell the hops and you can smell the grapefruit flavors and the fruit flavors that are in it. I'm going to take a quaff the froth off of that roll. What do you think? Ah, excellent. Wonderful. I see why it won a gold medal. It's great. Excellent, excellent IPA. Sculpin, which I assume is a kind of a fish. The one pictured right there looks like a dragonfish. I don't know. I don't know what a sculpin is. Anyway, Ballast Point IPA. Yeah, and there's my shrimp burgers. How do they look? Not too shabby, huh? And the Island Grillstone came through in a pinch, baby. I'll tell you what. When it comes to something like this, where you've got food that might drop through the grate, or if the fire got to it, it would flare up and burn it, that's where the Island Grillstone excels. That's what it's for. It's not really for, you couldn't cook a brisket on it, and you couldn't cook a pork shoulder on it, or you can't cook ribs on it, but for everything else that you can cook on a grill, that's the way to go. Island Grillstone. And I'll put a link in the description to their website so you can order one. And I'll put a link up right about here to their website or whatever I can find. And over here, I'm going to put a link to my subscription page so you can subscribe to me, the Root Boy. And you can watch me drink a beer. And I drink a different one every week. This is a good one. Ballast Point Sculpin IPA. Really good. Anyway, babies, that's my video for this week. Shrimp and scallop burgers. Don't those look good? Which one had the, that one had the stuff on it. I should take a bite of that. Don't you think? See if I can bite it without it falling apart. Mmm. Delicious. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Island Grillstone for letting me evaluate their excellent product. Excuse me for talking with my mouth full. And thanks to everybody. We'll see y'all next week. Cook up something good, I promise. Bye.